All right, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're into combat sports, motivation, and real stories from inside the fight game, you're in the right place. Today, I've got a special guest, rising amateur boxer who's been making serious moves in the game. Today, we're going to talk about training, recent fights, and what it's like to chase greatness in the sport. So let's give a big welcome to Toughman Contest Heavyweight Champion, Eli Wildman Adkins. What's up, bro?
How's it doing, man? Thanks for having me, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you already know, man. You're my first guest, man. I'm excited. I'm pumped for this. Let's get right into the questions, okay?
All right.
So, how'd you first get into boxing? What pulled you into the sport?
Well, I always was interested in it. I took karate and stuff as a kid.
Yeah,
I started real young, probably around 6, 7 years old. Uh, I wrestled through high school, so I always was kind of like competitive in like the combat sports world. But I got friends that's real close to me that recently started fighting within the last few years, and I had a son come, a couple months ago, and I just thought that,
yeah,
like, man, it's something that every man should try at least
yeah,
once. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
And and I just didn't want to get too old and wish that I had done it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I just went ahead and started it out, and I fell in love with it, bro. It's the only thing that I breathe, I sleep, I eat this shit, man.
yeah, yeah. And what would you say is the part of training that you secretly love, or the part that you secretly hate? Either way.
Pads, man. I really love pads.
Yeah,
It helps with technique and stuff, and I really noticed myself in my last championship fight actually picking my shots like it was a set of pads,
yeah,
figuring out what's open and then what's going to be open. So I really,
yeah,
really love that, man. It tweaks the brain. You know what I'm saying? It becomes muscle memory. Uh, Obviously, the part that I'd probably hate the most is probably everybody's least favorite, and that's like the diet and the conditioning and
yeah.
stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm currently water loading right now, so
Yeah, yeah. See, so
and starving.
fortunately, as a heavyweight, I don't really have to worry about cutting weight, but I do try to watch my diet.
Yeah,
Sometimes I'll go on water loads and stuff like you're saying, and
yeah,
just try to sweat out a few pounds at the end of the week or whatever. But
yeah.
uh, but yeah, I mean that's probably my least favorite part. I'd say I love eating greasy, fatty foods.
I think I
So
think every serious fighter is gonna agree with you that, like, man, listen, I'm it probably gets you so ready to fight, like, because you're angry. Like, I have
yes.
not ate a meal that I wanted to eat in a month. What was my next question? What's been the biggest challenge for you in the sport so far, and how did you overcome it?
Uh, Believe it or not, my biggest uh, problem I feel like was self doubt, bro. I always thought that I wasn't good enough. I was grown up told that I wasn't good enough. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I was always worried about being humiliated or like losing or something like that.
yeah,
And that's something that boxing teaches you about yourself, bro. Is that it don't matter whether you win or lose. There's a lesson to be learned, and
yeah.
I feel like I overcame that my last fight, this past tournament that I done, just
I
going
was
in
gonna
there and
I was gonna
not
ask you that, like, did how did getting that close and then coming up short, like, how did that, like, affect you going into this next one?
yeah, dude, it like I said, it taught me a lot about myself that I didn't know, bro. So that's
Yeah,
why I was so confident coming into this next one, and I came in with a chip on my shoulder because I knew that I was tougher than I thought I was,
yeah,
and I knew I was better than I thought I was.
yeah,
So
yeah, for
so
sure.
it was like a full circle moment, man. It was actually really awesome.
That's great. That's great. All right, let's talk about winning that tough man jacket. How did it go down? Give me a blow by blow.
Well, Friday night ended as most Friday nights normally do. I got in and out of there about 30 seconds,
Yeah.
first round finish. Saturday night, I opened up Saturday night this past competition with like probably the hardest competition there was.
Yeah.
His name was Josh Sunshine, 6'5", 270, big Marine. He's like active duty Marine or whatever.
Okay.
He's actually a really, really cool guy, but yeah, I busted him up real bad. They had to stop it at the end of the first round. Doctor said he had to go get stitched up.
Yeah.
And I met a Toughman veteran in the championship, Big Red,
Yeah,
fought in him for 20 plus years.
yeah.
So, I
Those
sit him off the right way.
those those veterans are those ones are tough. They say you become a better fighter after you become a champion. What lessons did you learn in that championship fight?
Uh, that you have to be a champion before you become a champion, bro.
Yeah,
Like Mike Tyson said, you got to live, breathe, and eat it. You got to wake up every day and tell yourself, I'm going to be champion. And
yeah,
you manifest it. You can speak it into existence as long as you believe it. You know what I'm saying? So that's
yeah,
what I done. And the lessons that I learned from it was that yeah, you if you want to be the champ, you gotta beat the champ.
yeah, for sure. And describe that feeling. Like, what does it feel like to be a champion?
It's other than becoming a father, the best feeling of my life, bro.
Yeah,
It felt so. It was just such a rewarding feeling, especially like you said, getting so close the last time and coming up short. So yeah, it was a very big moment for me. It was a pivotal moment for me, and I
yeah,
realized that I do want to continue doing this. I want to further my career and possibly go pro soon. So
yeah. I hope to see you go pro, man. What's next for you? Let's talk about that. Any fights coming
uh,
up? Anything got people should know about?
well, I got Mountain State Brawls coming up April 26th. We're just a couple weeks away from that, about
Yeah,
2.5 weeks away from that. So, that's another 1 minute round tournament type deal. It's hosted by Chill Sports. Get a sick ass belt for that and another $1,000 check if you win. So
yeah,
we're
yeah,
gonna go down. I'm gonna go down there and take care of business down there, and then I may have something lined up for May 10th. I'm not too sure yet, so I don't want to release
yeah.
too much on it yet.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, for sure. I love it, bro. I love it. All right, we're gonna do a rapid fire round, and I'm just basically gonna ask you rapid fire questions, and you just say the first thing that comes to your mind. Ready?
All right.
All right, here we go. Favorite fighter of all time?
Ooh, Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson. All right. Go to hype song before a fight.
Hard work, God first.
Yeah. Favorite post fight cheat meal.
Ooh, Cookout. Anything from Cookout.
Anything. All right. Toughest punch you ever
Milkshake.
took.
Uh, Tyler Coffee. My first Tough Man Championship.
Tyler does punch hard. I can attest to that.
Yeah.
Dream venue to fight in.
Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden. That's a great one.
Yeah.
All right. Before we wrap it up, tell the people where they can follow your journey and drop those social media handles.
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook at Eli Adkins, the Wildman. Instagram, the Wildman 99. You can find me on TikTok at Eli Atkins 99. Uh, I kind of have everything linked in with each other on all those, but that's where I post mostly. Look me up on BoxRec,
Yeah.
get some info there.
Yeah.
Other than that, man, yeah, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok's what I use. That's where you
Yes,
can
sir.
find me.
Yes, sir. And I know we've mentioned them a few times during the interview, but shout out your gym where you're training out of and who's been in your corner helping you level up.
Yeah, shout out Category 5, Jiu Jitsu and Hurricane, the Roman Belcher, Eric Kuhn, Brody Folk, Stan Chang, Wes Thompson. Those are my main guys there. Love those guys. Shout out Elk River Combat Sports,
Yes, sir.
Chris Smith, Eric Oden, uh, Zach Whitting. Shout out all you guys. Those are my big boy sparring partners a couple times throughout the week. So shout out to them and shout out to God. Shout
Yeah.
out to my boy. Shout out to my wife.
Sounds like
Shout
you
out
got
to
a
my
good
boy right here for
yeah.
the interview.
You already
Appreciate you,
know.
bro.
You already look like you got a good team behind you. And that's definitely pivotal. Last one. Where can people catch your next fight? Let's get the crowd out for you.
Yeah, man. You can find my next fight on pay per view, or if you want to make the trip down to Bluefield, West Virginia, at the Brush Fork Armory, you can get tickets. I can get you tickets. Uh, also, let's see. We'll have pay per view for my upcoming fight in June as well, so you can buy tickets for that, or you can watch on pay per view. And yeah, man, just stay tuned on one of my social medias, and you'll see an announcement somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Guys, definitely go check him out. He's got a very entertaining fight style. It's not gonna be sometimes these heavyweight matches can get a little sloppy and a little boring. I can guarantee you that is not going to be the case with Eli Wildman Atkins. A massive thank you to Eli for pulling up and sharing behind the scenes of this crazy sport. If you're watching, hit the like button, subscribe for more fighter interviews, and drop a thumbs up in the comment if you want to see Eli Wildman Atkins back on this channel after this next fight. Until next time, like your nose are all white before you, my name is Mikhail Deadshot Bowie, and this is Punch for Punch.